Man. So I wanted to do a video because I don't know exactly when I'll have time to do another one. We are about to have our second kid. For those of you guys that follow the Twitch channel, like we announced this a long time ago. It's really weird because I feel like you all probably know more things than like folks that I'm friends with on Facebook because I just don't post stuff over there. But I'm really excited. That means that videos will probably slow down for for a while. We'll take the moments where we can. But I wanted to get that out there first, just in case anybody's like, hey, what's going on with RJ? Why is everything slowed down? I'll still try to be active on our Discord. I always post that link down in the description below. But the bigger thing that I wanted to share today is just last night I watched the Wednesday night Dynamite episode, and they did their tribute to Brodie Lee. And you know, guys, I normally have like a shirt on or something like that, but I got my dirtiest tank top out here. I felt like it was appropriate to go ahead and get the tank out for a video recording. But I cried, man. I cried through that whole episode, and I never met Brodie. Okay, so like John Hugh, like I want y'all to know that. Like, it wasn't because of necessarily knowing that person or having any emotional connection. Like, I mean, people are on TV and you feel like you kind of know them because you see them on TV. But they talked about him a lot and like how great of a person he was. And they talked about how great of a dad he was. And I posted a little bit on Twitter, probably a little bit more vulgar than I normally communicate. But like family is so important. And that hasn't always been the case for me in my life. Like, I focused a lot on work and career and status and how I appeared and how I looked to people. And I'm happy that I get a chance to do it again, because Zora, our first kid, I went right back to work. I was very self-absorbed, like, hey man, we got to keep the grind, we got to hustle. I mean, I'm sure you all have seen it on social media in 2020, like, man, if you haven't been hustling this year, then there's something wrong with you. It's like, the hustle's not what life's all about. And I'm emotionally compromised. And so I don't know why I felt the need to share that. We watched Soul, the new Pixar movie, on Christmas, and that like kind of kicked it off. And then, you know, the Brodie Lee stuff, and Soul's talking about like your spark is not your purpose for living. Like, your spark is being ready to live. And I just wonder how long people are alive before they're ready to live. And like, I'm trying not to like cry in a video here, but like, I'm ready to live, man. Like, we've been sitting through this year and people have been, you know, hanging out in their homes and been quarantined, and we got COVID and all of this stuff. And like, I'm trying to live. And whether that's like quarantined or not, like, living isn't what you do. Like, I think it's a frame of mind, and I think I'm there, man. I think I'm ready to flip and live. Like, let's go. And like watching the celebration of life of John Huber, like, I'm not trying to die and it be meaningless. I want my life to be worth something, and it's not going to be that big. I felt this same way when we got the news in early 2020 when Kobe Bryant passed, where I was looking at all this outpouring. I was like, what am I doing with myself? What am I doing with my life? I want to do something to me that matters. And I mean, if it matters to other people, that'd be great too. Like, I would love to be able to do that. And I don't know, maybe it's just the seasons. Maybe it's celestial, who knows? It's definitely spiritual. But maybe other people know what it's like to get to that point where you're ready to live. I mean, I'm 35 years old and I'm like making that declaration right now. Like, I am ready to live. I don't want to be afraid of stuff. I want to just keep pushing and like not hold myself back, because I think that's something that I do. You know, whether you believe in astrology or not, you know, your Pisces bro over here is his own worst enemy. It's emotional and holding himself back. But I'm trying to be a great dad, and that's hard, and it's a challenge, and I have to admit my own faults and be willing to be better tomorrow than I was today. And that's just my declaration. It's not really any measurables. I can't give you bullet points. This isn't a stamp it, sign it, make it, approve, New Year's resolution. Like, this isn't a New Year's resolution. Like, this is a declaration of living. Like, I'm ready to go. And I'm not saying that to call anybody out. I never mean to call anybody out. But where I am right now, reflecting on the past and projecting to the future, I'm trying to be mad present in the present. Like, I'm trying to be present and live, because I don't want to die for nothing.